You're watching Rich History, Priceless Future, the Tarpon of Boca Grande Pass. Education is a hallmark of the world's richest tarpon tournament, mission and a responsibility Lew Hastings takes personally, dedicating himself and enlisting others to share his message.
Education was key in putting it into our mission statement for the tournament. We weren't going to bring the tournament back just for the tournament's sake or to make money. That wasn't the point. Education had to be a key component. So really, you should look at it as the tournament is a tool for us to be able to give that education or bring that education to the public.
So why is this mission so important, and why now?
Well, fishing tournaments are really public events, and even the non-fishing public comes down to tournament headquarters to see, the excitement and take part. And when you have a tournament that's run in a kind of an irresponsible way from the standpoint of conservation, it sends the wrong message to our kids, really. That the message that gets sent is it's okay to kill an animal for a cash prize. That's not the kind of thing that I think we should try to encourage in the fishing community to be educating our youth with. On the other hand, a fishing tournament that embraces the principles of conservation, preserves the fun of the sport, and even benefits science is something that can be a very powerful tool in the community and even around the world, because the media will often pick up on these events and write about them or show them on television, and pretty soon your message gets around the world.
More and more fishing tournaments have become family events, especially where they're shore-based, so people have to come back every day and report their catch, whether it's handing a release card or there's some measurement that needs to be obtained and the fish is released. The educational option, of course, has become more important nowadays, also because a lot more people take a lot more cameras on the boats with them. There's instant replay options, there's Facebook, there's the social media. You can really disseminate a lot more information nowadays than you ever could. And so it's become more important with so many more people watching to send the right message.
Let's face it, without education, we will not get the message out. Education is key to this mission.
An emphasis is placed on spending time with future environmental stewards by hosting presentations in local school systems.
Here's where we can start. Let's start with the kids, because ultimately they will be in control of this environment. Let's arm them with all the tools that they need to know how to get that environment to a sustainable fishery.
On this occasion at the Island School in Boca Grande, Lew joined the Shark brothers, Sean and Brooks Paxton, to talk with students about tarpon and other important fish that share the waters of Charlotte Harbor and Boca Grande Pass.
The great thing about Sean and Brooks Paxton is when I met them 2 years ago, they were already sending this message only about sharks, talking to kids, talking to communities. When I met them, I thought it was a fantastic way to reach people. Today at the Island School on Boca Grande, Sean and Brooks Paxton and I are going to be talking to kids from kindergarten through 5th grade. The great part also about today is we're using fun methods of teaching, aligning ourselves with people like the Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation, Nashville recording artist Colton James, who wrote the song Save It for the Kids, Sean and Brooks Paxton, the Shark Brothers. We can get this done through an entertaining way rather than just straight academia.
Like Lew, the Paxtons never forget the positive influences they had growing up, so they appreciate every opportunity to spend a little extra time talking with students.
We had a great time today.
The young people are like sponges, and they are absorbing all this information in a way that I never did when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, because there was no real concern a generation ago. And so that's why we need to put more emphasis into educating young people, and it's very heartening to, A, have that response, but B, know that through the educational process, we've got a new generation of quite well-educated kids coming up who will take our place.
Stay tuned. Coming up next.
Tarpon's a beautiful fish, definitely one of the all-time greatest game fish with their jumping and everything they do.
There he is, down. Here he goes.
This style of fishing takes advantage of the natural feeding habits of the tarpon.
It's too big to lose. It's in our hands. We need to keep it as it is, if not better than we found it. Water, everywhere, but we know we gotta move fast or it might disappear. The ocean lives barely.